Welcome to this explainer. I am so excited you're here. Okay, let's just dive right into this. I want you to picture walking into your office on a Monday morning. You sit down at your desk, but instead of aggressively clicking to open Outlook, waiting for Excel to finally unfreeze, logging into SAP for the third time because you forgot your password, pulling up PowerPoint and refreshing your CRM, you do literally none of that. What if, instead, you simply speak? You just say, "Good morning, prepare everything I need for today's work." And within seconds, your computer replies. It tells you your first meeting is with ABC Manufacturing at 10 a.m. It's already summarized your last 6 emails, reviewed yesterday's sales report, prepped a presentation, checked inventory, drafted a quote, and flagged 3 customer issues that desperately need your attention. You didn't open a single app. You didn't go digging through your inbox. You just gave one instruction. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, come on, this sounds like pure science fiction. But it's really not. This is the fast approaching reality of AI agents, and it brings up a massive, absolutely crucial question about the future of our careers. So let's look at part 1, the evolution of work. You know, to really grasp where we're headed, we gotta look at where we've been. For decades, a modern career was pretty much built around a single pillar, our ability to operate software. Think about it. Back in 1985, companies hired you because you knew your way around a typewriter. Jump to 1995, and you were valuable because you knew Microsoft Word. By 2005, companies were desperately seeking Excel experts. If you knew spreadsheet formulas better than the next guy, you were instantly more productive. And by 2015, well, businesses needed wizards in SAP, Salesforce, and all those cloud apps. Software skills literally built careers. But right now, we are hitting a massive paradigm shift. AI is learning how to use this exact same software. It's learning the clicks, the formulas, the whole navigation process. Which brings us to part 2, AI as a software layer. All right, so a lot of people kind of panic when they hear this. They automatically assume AI is going to totally wipe out Excel, Outlook, or SAP. But the software isn't going anywhere. Instead, AI is becoming this highly specialized layer, sitting directly on top of those apps, what we call an AI agent. Think of it exactly like having an incredibly capable real-life personal assistant. When a manager says, hey, prepare tomorrow's sales meeting, a human assistant doesn't just invent a presentation out of thin air, right? They read past emails, they review reports, check the calendar, pull customer info from the CRM, and then they prepare the slides. They coordinate across a bunch of different tools. Well, that is exactly how AI agents function. You simply describe the outcome you want, and the AI agent orchestrates the software across your entire tech stack to make it happen. Let's move to part 3 and see how this builds into real life. Workflows, today versus tomorrow. Because when AI actually takes over that software layer, it completely flips our day-to-day reality upside down. Take the digital marketer, for example. Today's workflow is basically a marathon of app switching. You're opening Canva, bouncing over to ChatGPT, checking Google and Meta ads, diving into analytics, updating Excel, and finally posting to LinkedIn. It takes hours just to get a single campaign ready. But tomorrow, it becomes one single AI prompt. Launch an awareness campaign targeting small businesses in Germany. Boom! The AI agent drafts the copy, suggests images, creates campaign versions, recommends keywords, builds the content calendar, and even preps the performance dashboard. The marketer completely shifts from manually executing hours of grunt work to directing the overall strategy and just reviewing the final output. And we're seeing the exact same revolution for the IT crowd. Today, an IT administrator's job is a highly manual process. Checking server health, reviewing endless security logs, monitoring backups, responding to a never-ending flood of support tickets. Tomorrow, with an AI agent in place, the AI handles all that continuous monitoring. It spots unusual behavior, drafts troubleshooting steps, and automatically prioritizes the most critical incidents. The IT admin shifts entirely away from repetitive, mind-numbing monitoring and gets to focus solely on complex, high-level issues and making those final critical security decisions. Okay, and what about the business owner? You know, the drill. A typical small business owner spends their morning just trying to figure out what on earth is going on, gathering scattered sales reports, checking inventory levels, reading through a mountain of customer emails, tracking down unpaid invoices. In the very near future, they simply ask for a daily business summary. Instantly, they get revenue stats, low inventory alerts on specific products, and, this is the best part, 3 highly recommended actions for the day. Instead of wasting their first 2 hours just collecting scattered data, they spend their morning actually making crucial decisions. All right, part 4. The big question. Will AI replace jobs? We really need to address the massive elephant in the room here. If AI does all this heavy lifting, will it replace our jobs? Well, yes, highly repetitive digital work will absolutely be automated. But human roles, they are far more complex than that. Now, what's really interesting here is what is completely missing from this list of essential skills. Notice it? Yep, soft skills. The skills of the future are uniquely human-centric abilities that AI just cannot replicate. Things like building deep, genuine relationships, making incredibly complex ethical decisions, solving totally unexpected out-of-the-box problems, negotiating a tricky contract, leading and inspiring a team of people, truly understanding nuanced business goals. The most successful professionals of the next decade won't be the ones who type the fastest or know the most Excel shortcuts. No way. They're going to be the ones who combine these uniquely human traits with powerful AI tools.
This leads us perfectly into part 5, the AIM Career Framework.
So how do you actually make sure you're on the winning side of all this? Well, you need a strategy, and that is exactly where the AIM framework comes in. It's remarkably straightforward. A stands for automate. You need to relentlessly hand off repetitive work that doesn't require human empathy or complex judgment. Just let it go. I stands for integrate. Let AI agents connect your different applications so your data flows seamlessly without you having to manually drag and drop it everywhere. And finally, M stands for multiply. If an AI agent does the baseline research and drafting, you multiply your output by focusing purely on strategy and high-level execution. Think of this as your absolute survival guide. So the absolutely crucial point to burn into your memory is this success equation. Automation plus integration plus human judgment equals a future-proof career. The AI handles the automation and integration for sure, but your human judgment, that is the ultimate multiplier that actually delivers true value to a business. And just to prove that this shift applies to absolutely everyone, let's look at a few different roles. This isn't just a tech worker thing. If you're a student right now, your focus should be mastering AI prompting, conducting advanced research, and honing your critical thinking. If you're in IT, you got to double down on automation, AI agents, cloud platforms, and cybersecurity. For digital marketers, it's all about AI content creation, workflow automation, and AI-driven analytics. Managers, they need to pivot toward AI governance, rapid decision-making, and high-level team leadership. And business owners should focus entirely on AI-driven operations, process optimization, and elevating the customer experience. The point is, no matter what your role is, the underlying skills you need to excel are shifting right now. Now, honestly, we shouldn't fear this shift, because we've seen this exact pattern play out before. Look at past technological revolutions. When the internet arrived, it didn't just eliminate traditional businesses, it created the entire multi-trillion-dollar e-commerce industry. When cloud computing took off, it didn't kill off IT jobs, it created entirely new, massive, high-paying roles like cloud architects. AI agents are going to do the exact same thing. They aren't just here to replace software, they are going to fundamentally change how we interact with it. And that's going to open up entirely new avenues of value creation that we can barely even imagine right now. The absolute most valuable professionals of tomorrow won't be the ones with the most software shortcuts memorized. They're going to be the ones who know how to direct AI to achieve real, tangible business outcomes. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Stop asking, will AI replace my job? Honestly, that is the wrong question entirely. Instead, you need to ask yourself this: how can I become the person who works best with AI? Because taking active control and answering that question today is exactly what's going to define your success tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how you multiply your own potential.